Welcome to Avoca Museum. My name is Michael Hudson. I'm the Executive Director. I want to welcome you to the town of Alta Vista, Virginia. We serve as the local history museum, and it's my pleasure to give you a virtual tour of Avoca today. We'll be going through the rooms of the mansion, and you'll be able to remotely view them as if you were taking an in-person tour of the house. Now, it's hard for me to pigeonhole the type of museum that Avoca is. After all, we cover 12,000 years of human history, stretching back to the ancestors of the Siouan-speaking Saponi all the way through to the Gilded Age. Now, this site is very significant in Native American studies, in the Revolutionary War, in the Civil War, obviously for its architectural history. But Avoca Museum tries to interpret all of these periods of human history. Now, I'll speak about the family that lived here by beginning in the 18th century. Welcome to Avoca Museum's Fauntleroy Gallery. In this room, you'll see one of the largest Native American artifact collections in Virginia and one of the largest in the nation. The artifact collection was the personal collection of one Juliette Fauntleroy, who was the oldest daughter of the family that built the house. In the case over here to your right, you'll see artifacts from the Saponi Native Americans who inhabited this site from millennia prior to the arrival of English-speaking settlers. In this case, you'll see artifacts that range from 300 years old, and as you make your way around the gallery, over here to your left, you'll see artifacts in here that go back as far as 11 to 12,000 years, to Paleo-Indian times. The Saponi Native Americans that inhabited this site were Siouan-speaking people, and their numbers really started to decline before the American Revolution. Right before the American Revolution, the Iroquois Confederacy from the north attacked along the Appalachian foothills, and the Saponi were one of the many victims of this marauding group. Because of the attack, the Saponis had a conference and decided to split. Half of them departed this area and went to New York to fall in and be adopted by their former attackers. Others went down to the area that we now call Halifax County, around Lawrenceville. And it was at Fort Christiana that they formed a friendly Native American buffer for the English that lived at or around the fort. And then something unfortunate happened. One of the Saponi who had settled there got drunk and killed a rival, and the English claimed jurisdiction. And because of this jurisdictional claim, the English brought charges against the accused individual, found him guilty, and sentenced him to hang. And that's when the English really should have done their research on Saponi culture, because the Saponi believed that anyone who was strangled or hanged to death would invariably haunt that locality for all eternity. And so, as you might imagine, the Saponi were put ill at ease by this prospect and left that area and fled down into the site that we now call the Virginia-North Carolina border. And it's in that region where the descendants of the Saponi live today. And the people who once lived and thrived on the grounds that make up Avoca Museum were a very advanced people financially, and they held transportation networks that are enviable even to this day. They left behind a record of their civilization, and it's these thousands of pieces housed in Avoca Museum that you can see today and learn something for yourself. Now, once you've had a look around the Fauntleroy Gallery, I invite you to our last room on the tour. It's right across the hall, and I think you'll like it a lot. Welcome to Avoca's Blue Room. This room has traditionally been decorated in blue, and it is the place where our brides get ready for the big day when they have a wedding here. Last year we had 26 weddings at Avoca Museum, and it's a big part of what we do for the community. So if what you saw today seems perfect for your big day, please get in touch with us at 434-369-1076 or visit our website at www.avocamuseum.org.